Who can eat better among the two? That is a crazy question. Why do you think yo is more edible? Okay, this is already starting off crazy. All right, now I know this is an old interview, but I realized I never did react to this interview, and I know it was actually one of the more significant interviews in FAYEYOKO'S story. So I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna get to those photos and things like that. I'm not gonna react to every photo inside of my joint, but a few of them, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I probably ain't gonna get to Love Bully today, because I got started so late with this. So what I'll probably end up doing is I'll end up doing Love Bully tomorrow. So look out for that TikTok tomorrow so I can do Love Bully. Love Bully and The Secret of Us. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to react to this, like I said, and then I'll get into those moments. But this is FAYEYOKO'S Perla World magazine interview that they did in July. Okay, so without further ado, it's only about 6 or 7 minutes long, so I'm gonna get straight to it. Let's get straight to the video. Now, what's crazy is, and you know what, I know it's like it's 2 seconds and it's like, Nikki, relax, but I like going back and looking at these videos though, because what this does is you really get to see the difference, because we already know that there's been 2 significant shifts, I would think, in their dynamic and their interactions. One being Korea, post-Korea, everything happened that, you know, post-Korea, and then the other being post-Singapore. Post-Korea felt like they had crossed an intimate line, right? Like whether it be physically or emotionally or whatever the case might be, you don't know, but it felt like they became way more intimate with each other post-Korea. Post-Singapore felt like a soft launch. This is my woman. They've been acting like they go together since. That's when they made the announcements of, oh, I'm leaving Amore and I'm starting a whole new shop, and it seems like they're creating a life together. That was post-Singapore. So post-Korea was like super, okay, we can tell they're way more intimate now, super intimate now. And then post-Singapore was like, they fucking go together. That's what it feels like. That's what it seems like. That's what it presents like. They fucking go together. So it's interesting to go back and watch these moments, because this is obviously before they went to Korea, but it's actually right before they went to Korea, because they went to Korea at the end of July. Okay. So they went to Korea. This was 7/21. They were in Korea in like on the 29th, right? So this is really interesting, because this interview was only like, well, this interview was probably recorded before that, but it dropped like the week before they went to Korea. So I think it's interesting to take that into account. Who can eat better among the two? That is a crazy question. Why do you think yo is more edible? Okay, this is already starting off crazy. The wording in these questions. The first question. Now hold on, bro. Y'all know I'm about to be extra. The first question was, who can eat better among the two? And then Faye says Yoko. And then the next question is, listen to what the next question is. Why do you think yo is more edible? That can't be what you think. No, no, that's not the translation they were going for. I know. That's not, is this why y'all wanted me to react to this? I know that wasn't the translation they was going for. I need to see what does it say if I put the subs on? Hold on. Oh, it's Thai auto-generated, so it's only giving up Thai subs. Hold on, let me see. It's no English sub? Yeah, it's no English subs. Damn, okay. So I gotta go with what they put in the video. This shit say, why do you think yo is more edible? Okay, let's... She eats everything that's not spicy. Okay. I'm always eating, but I always eat less. Yes, right. Let me taste it, right? Oh my god, this is unhinged. I don't think that this interview. Y'all see, this is why y'all shouldn't let me get a hold of stuff. I know y'all be wanting me to react to stuff, but don't y'all be afraid I'm gonna ruin it for you. Because the way that everybody else presents this interview to me, they present it like it was so sweet and romantic, and I'm sitting over here laughing at shit. Like, I don't think this interview was supposed to be freaky like this. I don't think this is supposed to be freaky like this, but y'all know if I get a hold of it, I'm gonna make it nasty. I can't help it, y'all. I can't help it. Okay, so if you two were compared to animals, what do you think they would be? A tiger and a chinchilla. A baby tiger and a sulky chinchilla. That's what I got. You a sulky chinchilla. A rabbit? Do rabbits have bad attitudes? Like, do rabbits have attitudes, bro? Like to rush to find people. Wait, what? Wait, what you just say? How am I supposed to take that? Because Yoko just answered that question. She said, why did you want to be a rabbit? She said, because I like to rush to find people, but then if I get caught, I will escape. Are you speaking metaphorically, or are you out here doing B&Es? Like, and if you are speaking metaphorically, does that mean that you're too elusive to try to love? See, the way I'm an overthinker, and Faye is a Libra, so I know she's an overthinker. Y'all, did y'all see how in her head she started being like, what the fuck does that mean? What does that translate to? And then they said, so how about Faye? And Faye said, I don't even know what I would be. And Faye, look, Faye felt all good because she said like a tiger. But like a baby tiger. A leopard-like tiger. Are you two sensitive people? How did you know? We know that Cancer is definitely sensitive. Libras are sensitive too, though.
สำหรับหนูว่าหนูรู้ถ้าพี่ฝ้ายมูดเปลี่ยนแล้วหนูก็รู้สึกว่าพี่ฝ้ายก็รู้ถ้าหนูมูดเปลี่ยนฝ้ายจะรู้สึกเฉพาะกับคนที่ฝ้ายแคร์หรือว่าคนที่ฝ้ายรู้สึกว่าแบบเขาอยู่ในชีวิตแล้วเขาเป็นคนสำคัญหรืออะไรเงี้ยฝ้ายจะรู้สึกแต่ถ้าคนที่แบบที่ทั่วไปที่ฝ้ายไม่ได้รู้สึกแคร์ไม่ได้รู้สึกว่ารักอะไรเงี้ยฝ้ายจะไม่ได้สังเกตมากกว่า
I just like to point out the fact that Faye had to point out the fact that she only is this sensitive with people who she feels a deep connection to and who she really, really loves. She said anybody else who's in her life who she doesn't care this much about and who she doesn't love this deeply, then she doesn't notice when, and she isn't sensitive to their mood changes and stuff like that. I feel like it was very important, and I don't know if anybody else noticed it or pointed it out, but I feel like it's actually really significant that Faye took them a moment to, in this moment, she was setting Yoko apart, even right here. She was saying that I don't care like this about everybody, and I'm not this sensitive with everybody. I'm only like this with the people who I care deeply for, care a lot about, and have a lot of love for. So that's interesting that she put that, the way she put that very specifically. Hold on, what was the question? When do you think the other person is the most attractive? You think that Yoko is the most attractive when she sleep? Why? It's because she's not talking? That's crazy. I don't know how I would feel if my partner told me that I was most attractive when I was asleep. I was like, bitch, when I'm unconscious? One, why do you like me unconscious? And two, is it because I'm easier to deal with when I'm unconscious? We fighting. We fighting. It's so weird to see so much space between them. It's not that's an illusion. It's not as much space between them as you think, because as you can see, they are in separate chairs, so they can't like fit, like Faye can't like, you know, like sit closer to Yoko, but as you can see, her arm is literally on Yoko's chair right next to Yoko. There ain't no distance between them. It's the little things like this. This is enough for them in this moment. They knew that this was gonna be a short interview. This was enough for them. The leprosy. If you went out to play with Sunny, where would you choose to go? If I choose to take Sunny going to the lawn with a lot of trees. She said I want to take Sunny to the snow. Yeah, because Sunny is right. Tell me about your deepest impression during
โห
shooting.
มีหลายเหตุการณ์มากเลยอ่ะ
ของหนูเป็นตอนไปทะเลแล้ว
She always brings up when they went to, yeah. She always brings up this
พูด
scene.
ว่าเฮ้ยมันจบจริงๆแล้วนะขอบคุณนะอะไรอย่างเงี้ยแล้วแบบจะร้องไห้
เหมือนกันซีนที่ถ่ายคิวสุดท้ายพอฝ้ายบอกน้องว่ามันจบจริงๆแล้วนะซีรีส์เรื่องนี้ขอบคุณมากๆนะ
What would your ideal date
เดท
be?
ที่บ้าน
A date at home. You know, I like to just cook at home.
จัดนู่นจัดนี่
Like to arrange flowers.
แบบชอบเทียนหอม
Scented candle, like something crazy. Y'all notice that Fi does that. She goes out, she buys flowers, she comes home, she sets them up, and then she cooks. That's cute or whatever. That's cute or whatever.
เปิดเพลงอยู่ที่บ้านเป็นแบบโฮมคุกมันดูอบอุ่นดีอะ
And we know that they eat a lot
ชอบ
together
ที่
at
บ้านเหมือน
home.
กันเพราะว่าไม่ชอบออกไปข้างนอก
Well,
คนเย
but the
อะ
only problem is Fi the only one that cooks. Yoko never cooks.
อยากเล่นอะไรที่มันดีฟๆหน่อยอะแบบที่ต้องค้นหาที่ต้องแบบเข้าไปดูในใจเขาว่ามันเป็นยังไง
Oh, they said they asked if they could collaborate again. What kind of roles would they like to play? Fi said I want to play somebody deep, a role that's more challenging.
แต่ว่าแนวนี้แหละนะที่เรา
ใช่แนวคล้ายๆกันจริง
And
ๆเคย
Yoko
ตอบ
Lisa
ไป
saying I like that too.
เยอะอยู่ค่ะเพราะว่าอยากลองเล่นแนวนี้มาก
เป็นฟีลแบบเล่นกับใจอ่ะ
Yeah. They basically both want the deeper roles, like roles that's gonna really pull on them and challenge them. I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, you know, they could write a very deep. I mean, I'm certain that somebody could write a series like that, but like, would that even be something that ends up on YouTube? That'd probably be something that ends up on network TV. I don't know though, because everything end up on YouTube these days. I mean, you make a lot of money on YouTube, so why not?
บางทีบางอย่างพี่อาจจะทำให้รู้สึกน้อยใจบ้างก็มีบาง
Please say so. Oh wait, hold on. Please say something to the other that you haven't said before. This is the clip I always saw going around.
สิ่งที่ยังไม่เคยบอกก็คือบางทีบางอย่างพี่อาจจะทำให้รู้สึกน้อยใจบ้างก็เอกจะบอกว่าไม่ได้ตั้งใจบางทีไม่รู้ว่างอนหรือบางทีไม่รู้ว่าน้องไม่พอใจเรื่องอะไรอะไรเงี้ยขอโทษนะแล้วก็อีกอย่างหนึ่งคืออยากขอบคุณมากๆเลยที่เป็นพาร์ทเนอร์
That's an interesting translation. I'm assuming this translation. Who did this? VNSUPPORT FAYEYOKO. Okay. So this translation right here says maybe sometimes I make you. Now, mind you, this was pre-Korea. This was pre-Korea. She says maybe sometimes I make you uncomfortable about something. And I want to say that I didn't mean it. Sometimes I don't know if you're touchy, or sometimes I don't know what you're not happy about. Oh, when she said touchy, she meant sensitive. She meant touchy as insensitive, because I was about to be like, bitch, y'all been feeling each other up. Okay, that makes more sense. She meant touchy as insensitive. She was like, I don't know if you're touchy. I don't know what you're touchy about and what you're not happy about sometimes. And so, like, okay, I get what she's saying. That makes sense. Took me a minute.
แล้วก็อีกอย่างหนึ่งคืออยากขอบคุณมากๆเลยที่เป็นพาร์ทเนอร์ในเรื่องของการแสดงซีรีส์เรื่องนี้ถ้าไม่มีโยตัวคุณหนึ่งหรือตัวอันหนึ่งเองหรือแบงค์เติมคำว่ารักลงในช่องว่าง
I agree. I can't imagine anybody else playing Anung. I saw a lot of other people that auditioned, but
ขอบคุณมากๆเลยอยู่ด้วยกันแบบนี้เป็นนานๆนะ
they've been together like this for a long time.
Oh,
she about to cry. You know she is that cancer. You know she's sensitive as hell.
อันนี้ไม่เคยบอกน้องอยากขอบคุณมาตั้งนานแล้วแต่ว่าเวลาที่เราออนสเตจเราไม่ได้มีเวลา
เยี่ยมค่ะ
Look how Fi was looking at her now. Again, remember this is pre-Korea. I'm gonna tell you, that look like though it matters. Hold on, I want to see if I can catch it. It matters the way somebody looks at you when you're not looking at them. It matters. It matters. And we see her look at Yoko more openly like this now. But again, we're talking about 3 months ago at this point. It's like I believe that Faye, especially because Faye is, you know, experiencing loving women, I believe that Faye knew before Yoko knew what they were feeling for each other. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. So that look right there, though, we see it a lot now. We know in context now, you know what I'm saying? Like, we see this joint now, but this is very interesting to realize that this was a week before they went to Korea, and then after they came back from Korea, they seem to have gone to a whole, like, and we saw like a very old, because remember, and this is the part where we all noticed, P5 was affectionate before with Yoko. P5 was possessive and protective. She was protective with Yoko before, but after post-Korea, if y'all remember, post-Korea, the first time we saw them again was, I believe it was the, when they had the purple, Faye had that purple pantsuit on. Remember, that was like the first live joint I think we saw them at, the live event that we saw them at, next event we saw them at. And Faye was different. Yoko was not, Yoko couldn't interact with fans. She couldn't flirt, you know, like they always were like playfully flirty with fans. She couldn't do that. That skirt had Faye going bonkers. And then remember the moment when the fans were making a joke about, oh, I want to be when the fans were talking to Yoko and Faye, and they were like, and from the balcony, and they were like, oh, I want to be your fan, I want to be your fan. And then Faye was like, she already has one, but she was talking about the actual fan that Faye has, and then she pointed at Faye like this, and Faye like freaked out, like she thought Yoko was admitting something. Post-Korea, the level of possession went through the roof. Now, it's crazy because, again, looking at this and knowing that this was like a week before, and seeing how Faye was looking at this girl, and then here you go, or a little bit before, a little more than a week before, and then you fast forward to them coming back from Korea, and you see the way that Faye is with her, and it was just like, and we see that it's only gone downhill from there. Like, she's gotten way worse when it comes to her possessiveness, when it comes to her the way she manhandles Yoko. She was not handling Yoko. Remember, post Korea, she was not handling Yoko the way she handles her now. She wasn't gripping Yoko by the throat, by the back of her neck, and force feeding her lemons and shit and doing all this. And Yoko wasn't like deep throat and two knuckles deep. Ouch. Wasn't 2 knuckles deep on her fingers and stuff. That's not, we wasn't getting none of that. Do you think she knew something was going to happen in Korea? Of course not. I don't think you can ever predict that. I think you can have anticipation, you can have expectations, but I don't think that she knew that anything was going to happen. But if y'all remember the first night that they got into Korea, remember that picture where they took on the street and Yoko had her leg like intertwined with Faye's leg? That was the first night. They hadn't even gotten to the hotel yet. So, you know, I don't think that Faye knew going into Korea, but I think that once they got to Korea, I think the vibe was there. I think the vibe was there.
Yeah.
Look how she was looking at her, bro. Y'all saw that? It's like, look how she looked at her, bro. Look how Faye was looking at her.
Yeah.
Y'all, Faye knew. You ever look at somebody and you like at this moment, like you know you like, damn, I done fucked around and fell in love, or damn, I got feeling. That's it. I mean she could have been wearing a fucking banner across her forehead and would have been less clear. It dead ass just looked like she was realizing, oh my god, I'm in love with this girl. It's like she knew.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that blank party was right before they went to Korea. And that's when we got that picture of Yoko standing. Shout out to who said that? Stella. Shout out to Stella. That was when we got that picture the night where, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Where Yoko was standing in front of Faye and Faye was holding her from behind. Like, it looked very, 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 very gay. Y'all know what I'm talking about. when Yoko was leaning back on Faye, and Faye was like standing with her legs like kind of, you know, wide and everything like that. She was holding it. Faye looked like a whole boyfriend, and Yoko looked like a whole girlfriend. But I'm trying to tell you, this joint right here, like looking at how Faye was like stuck. Oh.
Yeah.
Faye was like, "Yep." Yeah, the one in the bar, y'all. That picture in the bar.
น้อยมากเพราะว่าหนูค่อนข้างแบบสื่อสารกับพี่ฝ้ายอยู่แล้วแทบทุกเรื่องเลยไม่มีเรื่องไหนที่หนูไม่เคยบอกเขาเลยน้อยมาก
Oh, there's nothing you never
ถ้า
told
จะ
her,
มี
so
ก็
she
คือ
knows
เรื่อง
all
ข
your
องวันนี้
secrets.
เลยเพราะว่าปกติหนูจะบอกเขาทุกเรื่องวันนี้ก็คือพี่ลิลี่สวยมากค่ะ
P. Lily, she called her P. Lily. Look how she smiled. Look how Faye smiled when she called her P. Lily.
เขาทุกเรื่องวันนี้ก็คือพี่ลิลี่สวยมากค่ะทุกคนอย่าลืมรอดูพี่ลิลี่ในเล่มนี้นะคะ
P. Lily.
แต่ฝ้ายจะเป็นคนไม่ค่อยพูดมีอะไรก็จะแบบนี่ก็จะยิ้มไว้อะไรแต่น้องก็จะสงสัยบางทีแต่วันนี้ได้พูดแล้วนะเก่งมากเที่ยม
Yeah, you see what Faye just said? Faye said, I'm not the type to speak out or say out loud what I'm feeling. She said, but when I smile like this, she'll wonder what my smile is, what my smile means. And she said, it just means, you know. And she still didn't explain herself. But that was Faye just being like, you should be able to read what I feel by just looking at the way that I look at you. Remember what Faye said in that one interview when she said that when she likes somebody, she just stares at them really intensely until they realize that she likes them. Like, that's the vibe that's what she did to Yoko, y'all. One thing about Faye is she knows herself. Have you chosen a name for your fans?
อันนี้ยังบอกไม่ได้ค่ะเดทไปแล้วใช่ไหมถ้าข้อความที่อยากจะบอกแฟนๆนะคะก็อยากจะขอบคุณมากๆเลยสำหรับความรักแล้วก็การสนับสนุนทุกอย่างทุกทางที่มีให้พวกเราทั้งสองคนแล้วรวมไปถึงซีรีส์รวมไปถึงซัพพอร์ตทางค่ายด้วย Night Star Studio นะคะก็ขอบคุณแฟนๆมากๆเลยที่ให้การต้อนรับแล้วก็ชื่นชมพวกเราคอยอยู่ข้างๆพวกเราคอยชื่นชมผลงานพวกเราก็สัญญาว่าจะทำผลงานที่ดีๆออกมาให้แฟนๆได้ชมกันอีกแน่นอน
You said there's something about these GL couples once they leave Thailand. You ain't never lied.
นะคะที่อบกอดพวกเราสองคนด้วยความรักมาตั้งแต่ต้นจนถึงตอนนี้ก็ยังอบกอดเราอยู่นะคะก็หวังว่าจะอยู่ข้างๆกันแบบนี้ไปเรื่อยๆค่ะ
พูดถึงแฟนๆจะร้องไห้แบบไม่คิดว่าวันหนึ่งจะมีคนรักเราได้มากขนาดนี้มันไม่รู้จะใช้คำพูดไหนที่มาแทนคำว่าขอบคุณ
Faye loves her fans, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. But she's always worried about losing her fans, man. That just means she got a good heart. The real ones ain't gonna go nowhere, Faye. The real ones ain't gonna go nowhere. Oh.